In this demonstration, we will configure our MQTT gateway to send and receive messages through Mosquitto with a little help from the open source MQTTX client. The Mosquitto broker is already listening, waiting for valid topics and messages from MQTT clients, such as our gateway or MQTTX, to route and deliver. Let's head straight to Maps, where we are already connected to our gateway and have enabled Indoor Unit 1. We will use the signals from this unit for this demo. Our first step should be to configure the connection between our gateway and Mosquitto, but before that, let's change the project password in the General Configuration section to avoid having to do so when sending the project to the gateway. Moving to the MQTT connection section, we will use the generic Cloud Platform template, which is already selected by default. For the client ID, let's use the gateway's MAC address by pressing the button next to it. The host value corresponds to the local IP address of the system running Mosquitto, which in our case is a Windows laptop. This value can be found in the active Ethernet section of the network and internet settings or via the command line using the ipconfig utility. Moving on to the port, we will use the default port for an unencrypted connection, that is 1883. This is a feasible scenario when the network environment already provides security through LAN isolation VLANs or VPNs. This port may be blocked by firewall policies. If the gateway is required to connect to an external MQTT broker, the IT department may need to explicitly allow outbound traffic on this port. In this demonstration, the Mosquitto broker is running locally, so port blocking is not an issue. That's all we need to connect to Mosquitto. The current default values for the remaining parameters are already suitable for our purposes. We can then save our project and send it to the gateway. After that, we'll use the Diagnostic tab to test both publishing and subscribing. With our gateway properly configured, it's time to test communications. To reconnect, use the lightning bolt icon in the bottom left. Communication between the gateway and the Mosquitto broker is bidirectional. The signals listed in the Publish section are the ones that the gateway can send to the broker to report some status. Likewise, the signals listed in the Subscribe section are those the gateway can receive as commands. Let's publish a status from the gateway first. For that, we'll use the Diagnostic tab. To get the maximum amount of information, both comms and debug in the MQTT viewer should be enabled. To proceed, we could use any status signal from the signals viewer. Let's simulate Unit 1 being turned on by entering a value of 1 in a status on-off signal. As we can see in the MQTT viewer, the publish has been sent and its reception is confirmed. Therefore, any MQTT client subscribed to the corresponding topic will receive the message payload. Now, we'll check that a command sent to the gateway to set, for example, a temperature set point, is correctly received. To do so, we need another MQTT client to act as a publisher. For this demonstration, we will use MQTTX. Just like the gateway, MQTTX is connected to the same Mosquitto broker. This allows us to publish from MQTTX to any topic the gateway is subscribed to. To publish from MQTTX, we need two elements: the topic and the payload. Both can be found in Maps in the Message Payload text box of the Subscribe section. To set a temperature set point, locate the Set Temp CMD signal in the Message Payload text area of the Subscribe section and copy the topic string. Then, paste it in the topic field of the MQTTX connection. Since the segment corresponding to the unit is a placeholder, remember to replace it with the desired unit, which in this case is the first one. That takes care of the destination. Now, the message. Return to the Subscribe section in Maps and copy the payload for the Set Temp CMD signal. Having done that, return to MQTTX. Make sure that the current active format is JSON and paste the payload in the text box below the topic. Let's change the value to, for example, 26 degrees. That should be all. Now press the Send Message button at the bottom right corner. According to the log above, the message has been sent. Now let's check the Maps Diagnostic section to confirm its reception. And here it is.